Hi guys, Oliver Eaton here. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and welcome to the second part of the festive fixture weekend with week 20. We're going to start with last weekend with Wolves and Man City to play today. We've done pretty poor. We've got 5 right results, but nothing correct so far. Obviously you guys, again not counting the Wolves game as it stands, didn't do too bad. Sheffield versus Watford was probably the most common score to get, so well done to you who have ticks here. Our 3 current champions with the crowns on this page was Soban, Matthew Hogg and Football Fan AR, but who knows, that might change with that Wolves Man City game, we have to see. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to these 10 games, starting with a bit of Brighton and Bournemouth, I think. And for this game, I'm going to predict a 2-1 away win, actually. Normally I do back Brighton, and I just think football has a funny way of spinning things around, and I think Bournemouth, they may pick up an away win here. It's a risky prediction. I've gone for 2-1. Again, it could be either way, but I've gone for that. Everton to continue their little resurgence now under their new manager. They're against a Newcastle side who went ahead against Manchester United, but then ended up getting demolished at Old Trafford. I've gone for 1-0 though, slight win. I think maybe under this new Ancelotti we might start defensive. Southampton, Crystal Palace. I've gone for another win for Southampton actually. Palace, they won 2-1 in the dying minutes. It buggered up my prediction of 1-1. But I think Southampton will get the 3 points here. They seem confidence is growing, especially with Danny Ings if he's playing. Watford, Villa. I've gone for a 2-0 home win. I backed Villa a lot lately, and yes, they did win yesterday, but not obviously 3-0. I think Watford, though, they under Pearson now, I think they've got a win and a draw. I think they might continue it if they could build on the home advantage here. 2-0. Norwich, Tottenham. A potential game where you feel Tottenham could lose, actually. Norwich seem to do pretty well against some of the big teams this year. I've actually gone though for a Tottenham win. I think Mourinho should be experienced enough to know what a newly promoted side can bring to the table, so I've gone for that scoreline. West Ham, Leicester. I think Leicester will recover against West Ham. They've had 2 poor games now, Leicester against the top, what would be the top 2 normally. I think they're against a West Ham side who just lost against Palace. I think they'll lose here today. Burnley, Manchester United. Now, it's a tough one. Manchester United just won 4-0, so confidence will be high. But they're away from home now, and they're against a Burnley side who they can hold on to games if they're not getting steamrolled by the top 6 teams. And I think potentially this could be one of them scorelines. So 1-0. Arsenal-Chelsea. It's really a battle of who's worse this season. I think really Arsenal is the worst side so far, but they've got the new manager. Will that new manager bounce happen? I don't know. Chelsea also, they seem to do alright against teams around them, so I've gone for 2-0 to them. Liverpool, Wolves. Obviously, we don't know how Wolves fared against Man City in the end, but they're against the Liverpool side who they're running away with the league. So I've gone for a 2-1. I think it'll be a bit trickier than the Leicester game. I think Wolves will be more attacking, but I think that 2-1 scoreline will stand and be the 3 points again at Anfield. Man City, Sheffield United. Gone for a 1-1 on this one now. Sheffield United, they're unbeaten away from home this season, and I don't want to believe that they will lose against Man City. I think Man City will be a tough side, but you know, it's a big test for Sheffield United, so I'll give them that one. And that concludes this week's predictions. Make sure you comment down below, as always, as you always do. Again, hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you in a couple more days. Until then, bye-bye.